everyone, my name is Vitoria Olyntho, and I'm the second recipient of the Meducator Undergraduate Recognition Award. I'm a third-year student in the Bachelor of Health Sciences program, and I'm a current thesis student at the Jordana Lab at the McMaster Immunology Research Center. So here's where I do most of my work, at the Center for Advanced Light Microscopy, in this room right here. I started researching in second year. My first year was completely online, so I was just at home during the pandemic. And so in second year, I was a little bit frustrated that I hadn't been able to be involved in research since it's something that I'm so passionate about. So I decided to take some courses I was interested in, and I met Joshua Koenig, and he is currently my supervisor. Last week, I was recently acknowledged as one of the members of the IBEX imaging community. So this is an international community of scientists who contribute to the study of multiplex immunofluorescence. So I contributed some antibodies to that list, and I hope to continue to be part of this worldwide community moving forward. So I grew up in Brazil and I moved to Canada in 2018. And when I was younger, I always found myself really interested in learning about life forms, so insects and further viruses. And I became interested in infectious diseases. My family members were infected by diseases like dengue fever, and so I decided to further research them, and I found this interest in learning about all these different life forms, and that's why I'm still doing research today. So I found that a lot of my research projects overlapped with my school projects, so I'd find myself researching something for school, and that was immediately applicable to my projects. So I would encourage to enroll in courses or even start projects in your own courses that are related to your research so that you can kind of go really in depth in that. But aside from that, in terms of juggling commitments, I do keep a Google Calendar, so I feel like that helps me stay very organized. And I always take time to kind of rest and unwind. I do like playing a lot of video games, so I would say having a good life balance is also very important to kind of work everything out. So I wake up and then I run to Tim's, I get a large coffee, and then I go to lab meeting. So lab meeting is a really fun time because we get to hear about all the other projects at the lab. After lab meeting, I usually run back to the lab, maybe prepare some samples for imaging. And then in the afternoon, I go to St. Joseph's Hospital. I'm a volunteer there. After my shift, I'm usually really tired and hungry, so I try to get some ramen or udon downtown. I really like this ramen place called Aiju Sushi. It's always the highlight of my day. And then when I go back home, I usually try to unwind and play some video games, so I do like playing League of Legends, and then I go to sleep to get ready for the next day. Yes, I do. So the thing about a lot of my projects is that I face a lot of failure. So many experiments don't work out, optimization data doesn't work out, and so it's really easy to get frustrated, and I do get frustrated. I feel like maybe I'm not doing the right thing, maybe I'm not putting my all to it, and so I do get burnt out. And I always get back to it by encouraging myself and working on small things. So even if my big project, big experiment doesn't work out, I try to do something smaller, even if it's like lab chores or something tiny, so that I can feel accomplished. That usually helps me stay motivated to keep going and working on the big projects. So there's two paths that I'm considering. So I'm either going to pursue a PhD and continue some of my research I've been doing in multiplex immunofluorescence. I want to keep doing research and doing good research. Or I'm going to take another route and going to pathology and doing a medical degree. I really like working with tissues and giving back. So I found a lot of interest in working with patients and patient samples. So I think both options would be great for me, and I haven't decided yet, honestly. My biggest advice is to talk to people, especially profs and researchers. They're always looking for passionate students. And I think most importantly, ask a lot of questions. Usually profs can gauge if you're interested if you ask really good questions. So I would encourage everyone to just stay curious.